friendships are deceptive, but also that they're trusted. Okay, so we're going to read through all of the different words we've come up because I know it's a little difficult to see some of them from the back of the room, and then we're going to discuss them. Okay, so deceptive, different levels of friendship, trust, white lies, be a user, best interest, spending quality time together. Okay? So what did we mean when we said friendships can be deceptive?
I wrote that in terms of the book. George really is looking out for Lenny in terms of the way it ended, but it was, he deceived him into what he was trying to do, but it was a way to look out for him the best he knew how at the time. So it was kind of deceptive, but in reality it was to help him the best way he could.
Okay, so that's good. That connected friendship back to the text, which you didn't necessarily have to do, but that sometimes friendship you do something that maybe looks like it's not the best thing for the person, but you're protecting them in the end or helping them in some way that you think is greater than what could have occurred. So you might deceive them, but it's often to protect your friend. What about different levels of friendship?
I chose that because, like, especially in today's day and age, like, we have so much social media that you have 500 friends, but in reality, like, 2 of them you would ever call on the weekend, or would ever think to help you out if you needed it. So I put, you know, you can have friends and you have acquaintances that you see on a day-to-day basis, and maybe wouldn't necessarily hang out with each other.
Okay. So yeah, the idea that we have friends that we see all the time, we spend time with whenever we can, to the level of friends who we might just say hi to or might have had a class with at school. Okay, so there's a range of friends. And some friends start out and maybe you just have one class with them and you talk to them a little bit, but work up to be one of your best friends. So there's a whole range. Does everyone agree with that? That there's kind of this range? You can think of people that are on both ends. Okay. So friendships have trust. Does everyone agree that there's trust in friendships? Why is it so important?
Well, because, like, if you have, like, a secret that you want to tell someone, you don't want to just tell anyone, because obviously you don't know, like, that person's intentions, but if you do have, like, that one friend that you can trust, and you feel that they won't spread anything, then you want to tell them everything that you want to say, and you want to make sure that, like, they don't spread it to, like, other people. Yeah, I just want to make sure that, like, they're not lying to you.
Okay.
Either.
So trust is important kind of in a two-way, that you want to trust them with what you tell them, but you also want to trust them with like sharing information and not telling other people what you said. So it's kind of like a mutual thing that you both have to trust in different ways to be a strong friendship. That's a good one. What about white lies? When is it okay to lie to your friend?
It's not really a
I mean, like, I guess, like, a white lie can just be like, oh, do I look fat in these pants? And you're like, oh, no, like, you look fine. But, like, I mean, that's if, like, they were your friend, but, like, if you didn't like that person, you're like, ew, like, those pants make her look fat.
or when someone gets their hair done, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it looks really good.
Yeah, it's
But
good.
I mean, at that point, you can't, like, you know, tell them it's bad, you can fix it.
So is it okay to tell them that it looks okay?
If they like it, then sure.
Why do we do that?
Because, you know, we don't want to hurt them.
And it's uncomfortable for us.
And in a way, you're protecting them, right? If it's something that they can't change at that minute, then what do? It's difficult, okay? What? It's different. Go ahead.
I actually disagree. I
Okay.
think that if you're a good friend, that you're supposed to tell them the truth, because someone that's not their friend is not going to be as nice. Because you're like, you look horrible, and then their feelings get hurt. But if you say it, like, your friends want to be like, hey, I know you say everything, but I really, like, think that you should go back and have a chase because I don't want other people to tell you that. And I'm your friend, I'm supposed to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why it's like a borderline.
Yeah.
Like, my mom was always honest with me about clothes that I
a role in that. If this is your best friend and she should not wear that outfit out, it's something you should tell her before you leave the house.
Yeah.
Compared to if like you barely know the person, maybe you just met them, then it becomes kind of uncomfortable. So all of these kind of play in with one another. And I think often those white lines do develop because we're trying to protect them in some way. We're trying to not hurt their feelings. We're trying to keep things, that friendship along. But if there is that trust there, then it should be a possibility. What about being a user? What does that mean in regards to friendship?
That's just like if you take your friend for granted, or to some extent. Like, you just always, they're always there, and you're always dependent on that once they leave. Like, you're not, you know, really good. You kind of lose it.
I mean, here's like a good example, like in high school, say like your friend like got their license, they were the one that drove, like everyone's like, oh, can I get a ride? Can I get a ride? Like, oh, like, because you know, you have your license, that's when everyone's just like, yeah, let's go somewhere, and then like you're always the driver, like,
So that's we have to be careful not to do that in friendship, but it happens naturally, right? And something we have to kind of watch out for. So maybe valuing our friends and not trying to use them for what they have, or making sure it's a mutually beneficial thing. Okay, so we also have best interests. So you should always have the best interests of your friends, right? You should think about what is best for them, what will help them, and to be a good friend, be supportive of that. What about spending quality time together? That's important, right? Yeah, it's important that you have time together, maybe even outside of school, or doing things you like. All of these things kind of play into each other, though. And there is this kind of wide range of friendship, and there's so many questions in it. So now I want us to take and think about friendship as this larger theme for Of Mice and Men. Okay, and we know that George and Lenny are friends in the novel. They rely on one another for various reasons, and it often seems Lenny relies more on George. Okay, George is our stronger character, lead character, who supports Lenny and takes care of him. And in the end, you can look at it as he almost sacrifices everything for Lenny, but he kills Lenny to protect Lenny. Okay, so in the novel, can everyone agree that friendship is a theme? Okay, we're gonna really look back quickly right now at what theme is, so that we all understand friendship as a theme and can identify other themes in the text. We're going to review some of the figurative language that could be used in a novel to support how John Steinbeck develops the theme of friendship. Okay, so we're going to start with a PowerPoint to go over these topics and refresh theme and figurative language. If you have any questions during it, just raise your hand, but go ahead and get out your notebook to take notes in. And we're going to move on, but I want you to continue to think about friendship in regard to the theme in Of Mice and Men.